Thanks for joining me.
Sure, Ben.
Yeah,
It's a pleasure.
it's all mine. So you were a very successful baseball player, right? What how, what was your life like? What generally overview?
Well, I had a high school successful high school career, and I did enough to have the Orioles draft me out of high school, and I played professional for 6 years after that, and got up to the Double A level on the roster there, and I ran into some injuries and derailed my career. So that's where that was my playing career
Yeah.
side of it. So
Um, so when you got drafted out of high school at like Calvert Hall, were you planning on making that your full time career?
yes, yes. When I signed, I thought that I would play till I was probably 40 years old, and they'd
Mhm.
have to take the uniform off of me. I had visions of
Yeah.
grandeur, and never even thought about being injured. And so yes, I did, and I it was it was a game. I thought I was going to go away, and I was just going to put the uniform on every day, and there was never an injury. But that's part of it. I learned to grow up and realize that things happen. So
Yeah. Did you have any doubts about making it though?
no, I always thought I believed in myself.
Mhm.
I when I got down there and I saw guys that I played, who I'm playing with, and I saw where I was at. I thought I had a really good opportunity, and I knew I was young, and I
Yeah.
knew I had a lot of developing to get to, I had a lot of. I was young. I wasn't 20 some years old like some of the guys were coming in. I was 18 years old, so I knew that I had a lot of developing to do, and I
Mhm.
still didn't. I hadn't got close to reaching my ceiling. So
Yeah.
anyway, so I thought I had a positive attitude about that.
So straight out of high school on the professional team as opposed to other new guys that come out of college, were you more or less pressured um, on the team? What were you feeling?
Well, I actually had less because there wasn't. I thought there wouldn't be as much expectations for me because I was younger, and I generally had more money tied up into us, and they would give us a little more time to get acclimated with professional ball, and also they knew we weren't developed where a guy coming in at 23 years old, that's where he's going to be at.
Yeah.
Where I was 18, so they knew there was a lot of development to go in. So knowing that, I had a little less pressure.
Yeah. Um, so, when you were playing and you maybe not were not doing so well, uh, how did you manage that stress? You had stress then, right?
Um, Leaned on people around me, like
Yeah.
the family, um, the guys I played with. I had two or three guys on pretty much every team that I was close to. We all struggled, and
Mhm.
we were all there for each other, even though we were competing
Yeah.
on the same team to move up. We all wanted the best for each other, and we kind of when we were when we were good things when things were going well, they would kind of ground us, not let us get too high, and when we were
Yeah.
struggling, the guys and family would kind of kick us in the butt to tell us not to get too low either. So
Yeah.
that's how I more or less dealt with that.
So it seems kind of like a family uh, away from family.
Yeah, it was. It was not the whole group.
Yeah.
I mean, you had people coming from all different walks. I mean, everywhere in the country, and we had Japan, we had Dominican Republic. So there was a lot of
Yeah.
um, different people coming from different areas. But generally, we had there was a few guys that you became close with that I
Yeah.
still am friends with now.
Yeah. I'm
That
sure. Yeah.
that we leaned on each other.
Mhm.
We were all there for each other, even though we were in the same thing together, trying to move up. So
Yeah. And when you would like move away from your teammates to a new team,
hmm
or get traded to a new team,
hmm
what was it like finding new friends, new teammates, and like your position on the team? How'd you feel?
always you just go in there and you kind of when you're in a new environment, you kind of go in there, and I always say more ears, less talk, more ears, just watch and just see. There's generally people that you see and that do things the way you like, and you kind of gravitate to the people that you look up to, or that are doing things the right way, that you feel like you're doing the right way, and that's where I kind of gravitated to.
Yeah.
Those guys that were doing things probably that I didn't care for, or didn't believe that they should be doing. And I kind of stayed away from them, and I stayed with people with the same interests.
Yeah. Um, so when you were moving all around, did you miss your family?
Oh yeah, because I come from a very close family, but you know what? They were only a phone call away, and
Mhm.
they visited all the time anyway. So
How was it like moving into all these new areas?
it was actually pretty neat. You know,
Mhm.
young, seeing different areas, and the people in these towns were always open armed to you.
Mhm.
Because you know, when you came in there, it was in the summertime, and it was a lot of these small towns. This is what brought a lot of business to their town and a lot of excitement to their town every night. To
Yeah.
have a team in town and play, so
Mhm.
it was like the town awakened.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah. Um, was it worth going through kind of that lack of like social interactions from your family and friends?
yes,
Yeah.
because they'll always be there. If your family never leaves you,
Yeah.
I mean that's just the way it is. Your family won't leave you. Your friends won't leave you. And the experiences that I made away, I mean they're something I'll never forget. I mean
Mhm.
it was a great experience.
Yeah. Um, and when you were playing, um, and you found out that you did need surgery, um, what was your first reaction? What were you?
Um, I was thinking. I mean, at first I was like, you know, you have this certain thing where you feel sorry for yourself, but then you look around and you see it happening all the time. And I was like, you know what? I got to pick myself up.
Mhm.
It's not going to happen unless I do it. And I had to keep a good attitude. So,
Yeah.
and,
Um, and you had your surgeries and you you spent a year rehabbing.
yes,
Um, what was that like? Like seeing all your other teammates continue in their career, where you needed to take it like slow and work on your own.
challenging.
Yeah.
It made me, and I don't have a great, I don't have a great deal, but it made you have to have a lot of discipline, self
Mhm.
discipline, to be able to go in and do things every day. And when the days that you don't feel good, your body told you you couldn't do it, but the days you felt well is where the days you have to watch out, because you tried to do too much,
Yeah.
and then you know fall back off the ladder a little bit. So
Yeah.
anyway,
Um, when you did come back from
uh-huh.
rehab, did it was it the same as
um,
before the injury?
well, the one thing I would say is I appreciated it more,
Yeah.
and I didn't take things for granted.
Mhm.
So little things didn't bother me as much.
Mhm.
The But the day to day stuff, I enjoyed it, but I didn't take things for granted as much anymore.
Yeah. Um, and when you found out that you couldn't play after the rehab, what were you feeling from that?
I said I got to figure this out. I mean, life goes on. I had to move on,
Yeah.
and so I took the competitiveness and the love of baseball, and I figured out, hey, I want to stay in this game some way and
Mhm.
use my competitiveness and what I've learned from different people and help other people. So that's where I
And
got into the
how'd you do
instruction.
that? What did you do?
I started pitching instruction, and
Mhm.
we're doing camps, clinics with younger kids all the way up to college kids.
Yeah.
So
That's is it rewarding?
yes, very rewarding.
Yeah.
I love it. It's just fun. I just like
Mhm.
teaching. It's just so fun.
Um, and you can teach them anything that you didn't do or anything that you regret. Uh,
Um, well, I always tell them. I said, don't. I always say is don't take things for granted.
mhm.
Appreciate playing the game, because it can be taken away from you anytime.
Yeah.
And also, there's always better people than you.
Yeah.
We all think we're so good, but there's better people. Which is going to make us move and succeed is just to keep ourselves focused and not worry about what's going on the sides. Focus on what you need to do.
And then last, would you have done anything differently? Knowing what you do now.
No, no. I mean, yeah, there were certain things that I don't maybe taking care of myself a little better, but I didn't do anything that I was ashamed of. But no, I would not. And maybe, like I said, take care of myself a little better, but not really.
Yeah.
Because I've been very fortunate and blessed. So, and to be what I'm doing today, and that's all probably a byproduct of what I of playing baseball when I was younger.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Well, it sounds like it's been quite a life. Yeah.
yes, I'm
Quite a
fortunate,
career.
very
Worked
fortunate.
out perfectly.
Yes, I'm very happy.
Well, thank you very much for joining me.
Sure, no problem, Ben.